Hello, welcome to Kitchen Coiffure. I'm Shaynashazam, and it is a one-man show today, one-woman show. So I am recording this myself. I am doing everything myself. I am doing it to myself because I need to do my hair. The seasons have changed. As you can tell, my voice is a little scratchy. I have that, I don't know, new autumn breeze raspiness in my throat. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm drinking my tea. It's delicious. Green tea, it's so good for you. And I need to tone down this extreme blonde that I have going on in my hair. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use Guy Tang because he's my favorite. And I love the Bronze Metallics. They're my favorite. They're actually what I have in my hair right now. I have an 8 at the root. I have a 9 as my blending color. And I have a 10. Actually, I feel like it's just mostly 10. So that's what we need to do, is like get rid of the 10. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start, and I'm going to do a shadow root because I like to do a little bit darker at the root. And I'm going to start with a permanent color because I have some of those glitter strands that like to come through. I don't know if all of you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, those little pieces of like tinsely looking silver gray type thing that come in through your head when you get a little bit older and wiser, we want to say. So, I need to get rid of that because I can't do that. I can't do that. As much as I love glitter because it is my favorite color, I don't want it in my hair. Not just yet anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with 8 BRM, and I'm going to use that in a permanent, and I'm going to put it in as a shadow root. Then I am going to use a dye color because this part is already quite light, and I really just want a deposit color and bring the bright summer blonde out of it. So what I have acquired at my local Cosmo store is the 10RM and the 8 BRM. I'm going to mix those to make a 9 BRM because they don't have the 9 in the demi. And I also have a 9 violet metallic that I'm going to add in to kind of get that yellow out. Yellow is the opposite of purple on the color wheel. You can Google that, and they will counteract each other, and that's my goal for today, is to counteract all of this bright summer blonde that I have in my hair, and I'm going to go for a more autumn appropriate color. I guess that's what we're going for. So now I've migrated into the restroom. So it is now restroom coiffure. This is where I do my own hair because it has the biggest mirror. Here's the mirror. There it is. It's so big and I love it. And if you'll notice, I have my hair sectioned off into 3 sections with my Color Track crack clips because they're amazing and I love them so much. But I wanted to show you my hair. Like, here's the color that we have going on here. There's, you know, a little bit of routage going on there. There's a little bit of the 8 BRM that I had earlier, and then it kind of melts into the 9, but then we definitely have a lot of this 10 in here, and it's just so bright and it's so blonde, and I just don't want it that way anymore. But there's more of the regular 8 BRM, which I do love that color. I'm just not quite that committed to all of my head that color. Plus I like dimension and I like melt, and I don't like these little pesky glittery glistening in the sunlight type silvery hairs that I seem to have appearing in my head. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go mix up some color, and I am going to apply it, and I will show you how I am applying it, and that's where we will come back next. Okay, so all my colors have been mixed. Here they are. I have 3 colors because I have 3 areas that I am going to color. And the first color is the Routage area, and that I used Kenra Gaitang Metallic 8 BRM. I also added Olaplex, and Olaplex has a new recipe, and I feel like it's just half of what it used to be, so I used like a 1/16 of an ounce instead of a 1/8 of an ounce. And ooh, math, had to do that quick. Anyway, so that's my Routage color, and what I'm going to do is I'm really just going to tap the regrowth, and then anything I see that is not colored, like there's a couple of pieces of that lovely silver that I have acquired like a fine wine in my hair, I'm going to color that as well. Now with the bronze metallics, you can leave it on for 40 minutes and it allows for any silver glitter coverage. My second formula is going to be for the mid. Actually, I'm going to do, I kind of want to keep a little bit of the light around my face, so I'm going to do kind of like a mid triangle type back to the back of my head area, and that's going to be my second color, and that is a demi-permanent Gaitang Metallics. It is the 8 and the 10 mixed to make a 9, and that math I can do. And then I added some 9 VM because I want to get the bright blonde color out of it just a little bit. So I used 1 part of each, and the demi-permanent colors you have to use twice the developer. So it's 1 part color to 2 parts developer. So you always want to read your instructions because you could really mess up your hair if you don't. Also adding the Olaplex to that because why not? Third color is going to just be to brighten up the blonde that I'm trying to not have so bright. But I did add a little of the violet metallic in there as well. So it's the 10 BRM demi-permanent color and a little bit of the 9 violet metallic. So I am going to apply that, like I said, and that third color I'm just mostly going to keep to like a sun-kissed look. The way I do that is I think of where, if the sun is directly above me, where is it going to hit? Like in the front of my face only, if it were to do that. So that's where I'm going to like feather it in. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I will come back to you and show you what I have done. So I've applied the color all over my head. As you can see, I applied a 8 BRM Kenra Gaitang Metallics at the root, and I did that throughout my entire head before I went back and applied mid-shaft to ends, because I wanted to leave that on for 40 minutes because I need the extra coverage to cover up those glittery silvery strands that I don't want in my head anymore. And then I went back through, and for the mid-shaft, which actually I did kind of back at an angle, and then all the back part of my head, I used a, ultimately it's a 9 BRM, but because the demi only comes in 8 and a 10, I mixed those two together, one part of each, and then I added the 9 violet metallic so that I could get rid of the summer sun brightness that I had going on in my hair. Then at the very ends, and then like towards the front of my face, so I can give like a nice face framing look, I applied a 10 BRM and a little bit of the 9 VM demi-permanent, and those colors also are mixed 1:2 ratio, the demi colors. So like I said before, read your packaging. And I also used Olaplex in each color that I mixed. So now I'm going to do the Olaplex step 2, and I am going to then rinse my hair, and I'm going to dry it and see what my ultimate results are. And just to let you know, in case you're worried about this gorgeous tie-dye shirt that I wear, the color comes out of it every single time, so it's like a magic hair coloring shirt, which is why I always wear it. So those are not available for sale because I don't even know where I got this. I'm back, and I am autumn ready blonde. I don't have any more of that sunshine, summery, bleached out, golden blonde look. I have a beautiful, bronzy, warm, but not sun crisp blonde. And if you can see at my roots, I have the 8 BRM, and then it melts down. I'm like, bring this out a little bit. It melts down into the 9, which I added the violet metallic so that it would put a little more ash into it and take out that yellowness. And then the ends are a little bit brighter, just a little bit. Everything is ever so slightly giving it that beautiful, beautiful melt, exactly what I was going for. And I think that I've achieved it. Thank you for watching another episode of Kitchen Coiffure. I'm shaynashazam. I want to thank you, and I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, please leave any compliments, questions, or concerns that you may have down below. And if you have any suggestions as to what kind of videos you would like me to do in the near future, I would love to hear it, because I have so many ideas spinning in my head, but I don't know what's going on in your head, so please tell me. I do hair and makeup, so like I can't do any circus acts, flame throwing, hula hooping, none of that stuff. I have a bad ankle. So please let me know, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great hair day!